What's fucking good, YouTube? This is Keo Carnage here, and I promised a lot of my friends on Facebook that I would drop my 100+ game. Well, it would be technically 100+1, but yeah, still was 100+ gameplay. And I'm gonna run through you pretty much what me, Scovern, and Joey do a lot when we're playing demo, especially with spawn locking people, call outs, positioning, and looping vSats. That's pretty big on getting 100+s. Everyone in this lobby, as far as I'm concerned, dropped either a 40 or 50+. But yeah, right here you'll see that we are pretty much starting this game on defense, and they will be spawning back in Grandma's house. And I'm running with the MSMC, which I believe I'm running either fast mag long barrel or I'm using quick draw long barrel. I'm just not sure. I haven't looked at the loadout lately because I always switch between long barrel and fast mag. I usually have grip fast mag, long barrel fast mag, or quick draw grip. It changes a lot for me, but because the MSMC is so good, you can do a lot to it to customize it for the way you like it. Right now, I like it the best with grip, fast mag, and long barrel. But you know, I've just been testing a lot of things out. But you'll see me here just rotating around in Grandma's, pretty much just juggling in their spawn because I want to continuously keep getting kills and pushing them back and throwing them off their gameplay. Because on demo, they're typically going to spawn in one or two places depending on where you're set up. They're always going to spawn in the back alley behind Grandma's. Or they are going to spawn to the left off their spawn next day in the alleyway by tanks towards A. So if you're pushing spawns, always expect to have someone have at least a few of them, if not half the team, spawn by tank. That's a very common thing, especially when you'll see a lot in this is me and Scovern are really pushing up, and we're in there balls deep. And I don't really go Hambino. I think round one I'm just pretty much just trying to pick up kills, get my stealth chopper or my orbital set up, just get everything going. And you'll see, yeah, and you see the vSat just go up now. This is pretty much how demo usually goes down for us, especially if you're trying to get a lot of high streaks and you're trying to slay. It's good to have a bunch of teammates running orbital vSat. It's pretty clutch, especially on defense and on offense. Alright, you know what, scratch that, it's pretty clutch in general, but you'll see me hover around I'll hover from the steps out the door, then back onto the roof, because it provides me the most cover and the most line of sight when it comes to watching people spawn, which should be irrelevant since I'm pretty much butt fucking them while I'm in Grandma's. And the orbital's up, and I just got destroyed by I don't know what it is by the M27, but it always destroys me in this game. But as for what we were doing, you'll see a lot of people posted up by midway by B domination, and we'll be also posted up by tank, and we'll have almost the entire team posted up in Grandma's house or in Butcher, Deli, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I call it Butcher, some people call it Deli. I just, that's how I roll. But yeah, you'll see me just racking in the kills because they're spawning directly in front of me, and that's it's kind of the broken spawn system in this game where just shit like this happens all the time. But you know, I just took advantage of it and just rolled with it. So yeah, people think spawn trapping is easy, like you sit in one spot and just go to town. It's not like that anymore. It's as far as I'm concerned, ever since MW3, spawn trapping is a lot harder than it looks, or at least attempting to spawn trap is harder because positioning is really key, especially on demolition. Like, you want to be set up to the point where you have people, and it's good if you have teammates that know what they're doing. In this game we're communicating a lot. We're calling out where they're spawning. If they're spawning somewhere irregular, that's typically how it goes down. We also call out, if they're weak or not. stuff like that. Communications, again, like I emphasize this a lot. Communications really clutch when when it comes to getting nuclears and high high KD gameplays. I guess this wasn't really high. I got like a 7.76. Yeah, I did the math. I'm fucking Asian, but yeah. And round one's wrapping up here, and this is usually where I punt the game is on offense, and typically not because it's offense. It's that I rush way too far right out the get-go, and then it just gets really bad. Also, for some odd reason, we're not playing with 6, and in this game I'm playing with 6. Always, like, I'll be, like, on Ruthless or Brutal, and someone plants a bomb, and I can't get the last couple kills, and I just get fucked really bad. And it's it happens. But it's just, like, I've been just trying to get a nuclear, like, for a couple days, and, well, another one at least, and it's just, I don't know, I just felt like I've been drawing nuclears lately. But I do get the Brutal in this game, or the Relentless at least. I forget what, but yeah. Now on offense, if you're trying to really get in there and get a bunch of kills, your reaction pretty much has to be on par. And I kind of punted it here when I pick up this LMG and they spawn behind me. But you'll see me in a little bit. I'm gonna run back into their spawn. Like, I'm spawning on tanks right now, so I'm gonna probably I'm just gonna run balls deep in there and just try to get in their spawn. So if you guys are noticing right now, they're spawning by a factory, which is, well, yeah, obviously right in front of A, and usually they'll be spawning in about 3 places on their defensive side. They're gonna spawn in this haystack right here that I'm pushing. They'll also spawn by gas, and they'll spawn all the way in the back, in that back corner over there. So how we have it set up on offense is that I ran into haystack. Me and Scover picked up anyone that came out of haystack, and then we had John, who was sniping, and then it was John sniping. Joey was running around with attack. Yeah, he was running around with attack, and then we had Lewis trolling like an asshole. He always is. So they're pretty much posted up in middle house, if not at gas, or they're just in. Yeah, actually everyone's just in their spawn right now and just going nuts. So me and Scoburn are doing most of the groundwork here, just going in and just like it creates a clusterfuck typically. Oh yeah, I was also trying to go for the ultra mega chain killer shit in this too. But yeah, when you have 3 or 4 people set up in their spawn, it creates a lot of ample cover for you to just get in and get set up and get what you need going. And a lot of people don't agree with that tactic. A lot of people don't agree with spawn trapping, but if you're willing to go ham bone, this is what you gotta do. And I think this is a streak I started going on right here, was when I just kind of just sit in their spawn and just go nuts. But yeah, I think this is the most effective way to do it. Especially with, like, I play with a lot of really good slayers and really good ejected players. Like, we were able to drop vSat on vSat on vSat on vSat on vSat, as you'll notice in a second. And then I'm just, like, in their spawn, like, a lot of times you just, like, when you're in their spawn this deep, you'll see me just hip firing and spraying because, you'll never know when they'll spawn directly behind. Like, now I'm just rotating around and around and around and around. And it gets really intense. Like, I remember I pretty much stopped talking for like a second when I was this balls deep. Like, this guy just spawned directly in front of me. Even though I'm balls deep in their spawn, I'm just like, holy shit. But oh fuck, yeah, I did get the super kill on this. I was just one off the chain. God damn it. Or the mega, I don't even know what they're called. I know it's 7, 8, 9. But yeah, this is I'd say if you're playing demo, this is the best way to get your mega killers, your chain killers, and your ultra killers, and possibly your nuclears. I'd highly recommend this setup. Man, I think I feel really bad. I didn't explain my score streaks. So I'm running Lightning Strike, Stealth Chopper, and Orbital vSat. And the reason is alright, how this is pretty much my logic, and I pretty much might have stole Maximilian's logic. How I see it is, if you get the lightning strike, you're almost always gonna get to stealth chopper, and if you're already at stealth chopper, you're probably gonna get the vSat. And the point is that the stealth chopper just creates a clusterfuck for these guys. So they're gonna have to deal with something in the air, and then they're gonna have to deal with us on the ground. So if you're balls deep in their spawn and you just place a stealth chopper anywhere near their spawn, you're pretty much just gonna go off. And if they're, if they're relatively bad players, or we have the setup going, on point perfectly, it's pretty much like, it's so OP. It works out so good. Because people, when people get confused, they generally just start fucking up. Like, I know I'm guilty of this. When I start getting confused, I fuck up all the time. But, yeah, that's how it is. Also, we're going to round 3 of this game. And round 3 is kind of straight simple. We are pretty much going to run the tech of, it's a minute and 30 seconds to drop the bomb. We're just going to run deep. And then when the last couple seconds come up, we're just going to plant the bomb and win. Well, typically in round 3, if you are spawning on, depending on what side you spawn on, usually Grandma's house is the optimal spawn. You have more cover, you have a better approach to it, you have a better flank route than they do. And that's why I groan a lot when we spawn in factory, because this is that if they have a better cutoff to the bomb. At least I personally believe, because they have so many options of just getting in there. They have Butcher, they have Overwatch at Grandma's. Because if there's someone sniping, you really can't drop the bomb. If they're watching out at Grandma's, because it's really tough, especially with FMJ snipers. I realized that's a huge problem when it comes to playing bombs on game 3. If people are using FMJ and sniping, it becomes a pain in the ass. But yeah, you'll notice there's a lot more utilities to use from this side of the spawn versus the one we sided on, because our approach is very straightforward. It's either through back alley through gas in the back alley over into their spawn, or we go straight through the middle, or we go right side tank. So where they have their tank to right side flank to our tank, straight middle, Butcher into middle hard point into our building or into the bomb, or it's just the cutoffs for them are just really much better on their spawn. Especially if they were a good team, that'd be a really dangerous thing for us. So yeah, I think this is pretty much where we're just kind of okay, fuck it, let's just end the game and just roll with it. I think at some point in this game I was at 99. I think it was towards the end when they planted the bomb, and I'm just man, I just want my 100+. I just want my 100+, and it does come up. But yeah, all in all, after everything's said and done, dropping multiple orbital vSats in a game, especially with a good team, it's just a lot of synergy, and between me, Joey, Scovern, and Lewis, we just have a lot of synergy going on, and John's there too, but yeah, it's whatever. But thanks for checking out my 100+ gameplay, guys. If you like this video, comment this video, rate this video, and share it. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.